What's up, everybody? This is Kenny Cummins here. You are chilling with Kenny C. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And as we continue tonight's show of returning guests, my next guest is a hip hop artist out of Texas. He was on the show less than a year ago. He's been releasing a lot of music since then, and he has a collaboration project on the way with BSQJ Raw, and it's called Ketchup and Mustard. And to talk about that is the homie Radar Theory. He's back on the show as well. And as he pointed out, he's in the setup of setups.
Absolutely.
So, welcome back to the show, Theory.
Thanks so much for having me, Kenny. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'm definitely in the studio where the magic happens. And I wanted to thank you for having me and just taking the time to sort of talk to me about this upcoming project that I have. And it did actually drop this last midnight. So it is available on all platforms. Radar Theory and BSQJ Raw, Ketchup and Mustard. You can find it everywhere.
Ketchup and mustard. So it's out.
Right. It's ready to
So,
go.
it's ready for your listening pleasure. We can put it that way. So with that being said, man, talk about how did this collaboration project came to be with you and J Wall.
It's actually really exciting. J-Raw and I sat down a little more than a year ago now, and the vibe was just good. We knew we wanted to make some music. Both of us really care about the hip hop culture here and also the community, and so the creativity flow just happened naturally. So we ended up creating a song called "Who Told You." And that wasn't enough for us. We needed to go out and shoot a video, which we shot ourselves. And then we kind of got back to the studio, and I was telling J Raw, honestly, bro, the software that I have, it's Mickey Mouse. Like, it's not going to be able to do anything. We're going to be able to edit this to look like the Nickelodeon Kid Choice Awards, maybe. And he told me, nah, the software you have here is awesome. Let me actually sit down with you and show you a couple of tricks. And just 20 minutes of looking over his shoulder, he was like putting flashes and cuts and like just grainy film over effects over this video, and he made it look really professional in a matter of minutes. And that project was kind of born from there. We just kept the momentum going and kept the creativity. There was a couple of songs that ended up on the cutting room floor, but overall, Ketchup and Mustard is a project that not only am I really proud of, but I think is also really representative of Abilene here and the drive and the ambition that the artists have here.
Awesome, man. So I'm looking at the cover, and I don't know if anyone has brought this up, whether it's listeners or your fans or fellow artists.
Right.
But when I look at the cover, it's giving me Mortal Kombat vibes.
Someone did
Uh,
say it was ketchup versus mustard, and I was trying to dispel that right away. Like, it's not, we're not fighting. You don't have to choose ketchup or choose mustard. The idea is like the collaborative nature of it all. When you're cooking, man, you gotta have the ketchup and the mustard. You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of where it came from. And you hear it as soon as you hit play, you hear that we're just going to that area that's just about good energy, and it's about love.
yeah, so I'm looking at the ketchup side, got the Kano vibes. You know what I'm saying? And then the
I
yellow,
see it.
you can look at it as an unmasked scorpion. So I was just very curious about
I
it.
can definitely see it.
So
It's actually me getting into a little bit of the AI world, which I know that everybody is sort of on the edge of their seats with AI and what its capabilities are and what it means for everybody.
yeah,
But I've kind of been using it a little bit as just an extra tool in the belt as a graphic designer. So like I said, the potential is pretty untapped right now, and there's a lot of exciting possibilities.
it's definitely cool when artists collaborate with each other, doing songs, doing features, You know, you do a song for me, I do a song for you, or
Mhm.
vice versa. That's an ongoing thing in music in general, especially in hip hop. That's a reoccurring theme. But when you say, let's take it a step further, let's join forces and let's put together a collaboration project. You know, obviously with hip hop it's different from other genres. Like obviously like chemistry, just trying to figure out the direction of the project. And you know hip hop is very lyrical and it can be very competitive, things of that nature. So what was the studio sessions like with you and J Raw while y'all was recording the songs? How would you describe the vibe between you and J Raw?
I'm honestly really glad that you asked me that because not only is it always love when we're hanging out, but it does go back. It's like a perfect segue to the topic that we discussed the first time that I was on your show, and that's the branding that I'm working with, which is unity over envy. And it's always going to be unity over envy. It's always going to be connection and collaboration. And look how many talented artists came in the building tonight. It doesn't always have to be verses and who's better and who's the best and stuff, because those things are so fluid. Like they change immediately. Like I might think someone's the best, and then man, I just heard a hot bar and I was just in my feelings, and now I think this dude's the hottest or whatever. And none of that really matters. What really matters in music is the J. Cole effect, the replayability, the legacy, the longevity. And those are the things that I'm going for in music. I would like for, let's say I get hit by a motherfucking bus tomorrow. I want somebody to be able to take apart the work that I already have, even though I have so many plans for what I want to do in the future. I want people to see what I have right now and say, look, this guy was about unity. He really cared about the community, and the fact that the table is big enough for everyone. I don't have to like your style of music or whatever. That's why the collaborations are so great. Like J Raw personally, he's from Philadelphia. Like he's from a world that um like that hood sort of Mac Miller, that just like flashy, and I love that. But if I'm being honest with myself, like that's not me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm more lyrical, I'm more thoughtful. And so getting people in a room, just like AR Green, or just like artists like Jake Homer, who just again has a really unique sound in our city, it that music would never get made otherwise. And so there's something really beautiful in it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I have been paying attention to unity over envy,
Oh, thank you.
mostly through AR Green, who we love here in Kentucky. He has relocated to Texas about a year or so ago, and he's linked up with a lot of artists. He's working on his own music as well. So not only do you have this conglomerate of local MCs, but everybody, you know, doing songs together, but they also working on their own material as well, um, branching out, branding, networking with people. So as a hip hop head myself, I am enjoying what's out there in the Austin, Texas hip hop scene right now. With a lot of talent that's out there, and I appreciate that scene for supporting this show, um,
Mhm.
and just what y'all been able to do. So Ketchup and Mustard from Radar and J Raw, it came out as of today.
Correct.
So I was
It's
looking,
everywhere.
I couldn't find it on your Spotify page, so I went to J Raw's and
Right.
I found it. So
So well,
yes,
that's going to be updated because he and I matched the IRSC numbers. So it's going to show up eventually. But right now, if you're looking for it, you'll find it under my appears on. It's like the last one listed
yeah,
right now on my
yeah,
Spotify, but it is there. And I also did want to shout out AR Green's project, There's Always Tomorrow, which just dropped last week. And it's a short little EP, but it bangs front to back. Um, Ketchup and Mustard by Radar Theory and BSQ J Raw, and the other projects that we have coming up are just they're gonna be really exciting, and I can't thank you enough for just taking the time to help me talk about it today.
Yeah, man. Shout out to AR, man. Always a good dude. And just shout out to Unity over Envy Crew, for the music that they've been putting out. So go check out these projects, y'all, and support independent artists. Just a lot of talented artists, indie artists in your city, in your
No doubt.
state,
Abilene
and
is a crazy place to be right now. And because of the college demographic, our community basically changes every 4 years. And I tell artists here all the time, there's a unique opportunity in Abilene because when you discover an artist and you're going to college, you listen to that artist for the rest of your life. And so we just need to be getting those people who are here. But before we close, I definitely wanted to congratulate you on getting Radio DJ of the Year this last March 5th on your internet show. That's really exciting.
thank you, man. Thanks everybody for the congrats. I must say these last few weeks has been very interesting.
Of course, man, you deserve it.
And just having that award, um, my first award that I won was 2017. So it's been a long time
Yeah,
since, and just getting to pull through this time around, and it's I appreciate the local music scene in Kentucky, and guys like AR and everyone else. Um, I work hard. I I I just want to be a helping hand to independent artists, and whatever way that I can, whether it's going to shows, whether it's buying the music or merch, or whether it's just playing the music on the show, just bringing awareness to artists, because too many of us are in this mainstream bubble, and I guess what I'm trying to
hmm
do is burst people out that bubble. Like, hey, you can like J. Cole or Kendrick or Drake or any other mainstream artist. But just remember that those artists that you listen to on the radio every day, they all started as local artists themselves.
exactly,
They have to do small shows, small venues that they didn't have much to work with at the time
exactly.
until they eventually break through. So you never know. Like, you go to these artists and see them performing in small crowds. Who knows? The next 5, 10 years from now, you might see them in a bigger stage.
Right.
So it's very important to support independent music and these artists, because there's a lot of talent out there. You just have to look for it and just give them a listen. Even if it's just a one listen, just at least give it one try and just
Right.
see. Um
And word of mouth is equally as important when it comes to that advertising, because like there is so much music that some people just don't know where to find you. But if you go to someone today and tell them, man, I heard that Ketchup and Mustard by Radar Theory and BSQ J Raw, the odds are 100% higher that someone's gonna go and check that out. And again, I just thank you for your time taking it out to talk to me about it.
yeah, absolutely, man. So go check out Radar Theory. He's on social media. Just look up Radar Theory, and his name will pop up. And also, we're gonna show love to BSQ J Raw as well. You can find him on social medias as well. We
Hell
got
yeah.
that. The Pennsylvania, the Texas collaboration. You know what I'm saying? So I would
And
love to have.
Kentucky with AR. So
Yeah,
honestly, we're just trying to be
yeah,
the best of all worlds. It's great.
yeah, man. So go check it out. Ketchup and Mustard is the name of the project, and it just came out as of today. So it's 8 songs on there. There's no features on it. It's just J Raw and Theory. going at it with these beats. And go check it out, man. Ketchup and Mustard from J Raw and Theory is out on all the platforms right now. Theory, it was so good to have you on the show.
It was a
Thank
pleasure.
you so much.
Of course.
And as he pointed out at the beginning, he is literally in the setups. So I have a feeling, but by the time this interview concludes, he's gonna get back to making music.
Yes,
you know,
sir. Yes, sir. It
uh,
never
so
stops.
he got more on the way, but for the time being, let's just run those numbers up, catch up with Mustard, and who knows, he might be generous, release some more material down the road. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's in
um,
the oven for sure.
yeah,
That and UOE is working on some upcoming shows and stuff like that. I don't want to give away too much, but you will definitely be hearing from us. We're a force to be reckoned with.
absolutely, man. Thank you, Theory, for your time, man, and congrats to you and J Raw on this project.
Thank you.
And good to have you on again. And I look forward to hearing more from UOE and throughout this year and long term. And thanks again for your time, brother.
Of course. I appreciate it.
All right, man. You take care. Have a good Tuesday. Have a good week.
Thanks. Y'all as well.
All right, peace.
Bye.